The vagina is not supposed to smell like scented candles, or it's not supposed to smell like it's supposed to have its own natural smell. Stop putting scented stuff at your private area because you want to improve the scent. Like, what are you improving? Hi, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. My name is Palma and you're welcome to the channel. I know it's been a minute, but your girl is back. So thank you so much for stopping by the channel. If you are new, thank you so much for coming. You know what we do here. If you're new, you don't know. But if you're not G, you know what we do. So yeah, stick and stay. And today we are going to talk about some home remedies you can use if you suspect you have yeast infection. If you've not seen the video I did on causes and symptoms of yeast infection, you may want to check it out. I'll leave a link to it in the description box so you can check it out. But today we are going all way out. We are doing the natural remedies you can use to soothe or relieve you of yeast infection. But the best thing to do is to go to a hospital, let a healthcare provider diagnose you of yeast infection, and they will know what to do in your case. So yeah, they will run a couple of tests and probably give you the diagnosis. But until you see the doctor, these are a few home until you see the doctor, these are a few home remedies you can play around with to suit the situation, like to manage the situation till you go and see the doctor. So let's just go into the video. The first home remedy you can try is using garlic. So garlic has this garlic has a lot of properties, right? And one of the properties is antifungal. It has this antifungal properties that may use to help relieve you of yeast infection. So what you can do is you can crush few cloves of garlic and then you can apply the paste at the affected area. And mind you, garlic on the skin or on the affected area may cause irritation in some people. So yeah, you can do a patch test. You can apply small on your skin to just to be sure you are not allergic or you don't react badly to garlic, and then you can apply the paste at the affected area and it will help to suit it will help to suit the situation a little bit until you see the doctor. The next one is warm compress. So when you talk of warm compress, is basically applying a warm towel, something warm on the affected area, and it may help to relieve you of the itching and the discomfort you may be feeling. So if you are itching seriously and you don't know what to do and you've not been to the hospital yet, you may want to try a warm compress. But when I think I'm allergic to this. This is a side story, right? I think I'm allergic to coffee, but I like it. So whenever I drink coffee, I itch. My nose itch very much. And so what I do, instead of warm compress, I do cold compress rather. I put ice in tissue and then put it on the affected area, that's my nose, and it helps with it a little bit. So you can try the warm and the cold compress. If you are itching, you have this discomfort, and you can try warm compress. If you have something warm around you, try it. If you have something cold around you too, like ice, you can get ice in the tissue. I don't know if it's healthy, I don't know, but it helps me and I've not seen any side effects yet, so I think you can also try it. The next one is apple cider vinegar. I don't know if I've mentioned it correct, but in my part of the world, that's how we call it. Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar. Whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about. So apple cider vinegar has a lot of properties. We use it for a lot of things, even including getting off serious debt and all that. And one of the best ways to use apple cider vinegar to suit or to manage yeast infection, you can add it to your bathtub. If you have a bathtub, not all of us have a bathtub in our house, but I'll show you the other way around. If you have a bathtub, you can add about 2 to 3 cups of apple cider vinegar to your bathtub, the water you filled in your bathtub, and then you can lie in it. You can lie in it for a while, like you can soak in it for a while. But if you don't have it, so you just add 2 to 3 cups to the water in the bathtub, and then you just sit in it for like 20 to 30 minutes, and it should be able to suit the irritation and the itching and all that. But if you don't have a bathtub, you're not left out. You can pour about a cup or two, depending on the size of your bucket, a cup or two of apple cider vinegar into a bucket, and then you can just use it to rinse the affected area, and trust me, it will help to soothe the irritation, it will help to minimize the irritation, it will help to minimize the itching and all that. But don't apply undiluted apple cider vinegar to the private area or the affected area. No, don't apply undiluted apple cider vinegar to that. It may cause irritation, like it will even worsen the situation. It may even worsen the situation. So yeah, in each case, make sure it's diluted before you apply it to either wherever the irritation is, either the vagina, wherever it is, you put it there. You get. The next one is coconut oil. So coconut oil has a lot of properties. I know all those who want to live those healthy lifestyle use coconut oil. So yeah, coconut oil has antifungal properties that may also help to soothe the irritation. You can apply some amount of coconut oil at the affected area, and it may help to soothe the irritation. Like, if in the middle of the night somewhere you are itching so bad and you don't even have anything, you don't know what to do, you can try all these things I'm talking about, and it may help to manage the situation to the next day until you go and see your doctor. Still on the oils, you can try tea tree oil. Yeah, tea tree oil is very, very potent, and it has antifungal properties that may help to soothe the irritation a little bit or manage it till you see your doctor. So what you can do is you can add few drops of tea tree oil to either coconut oil or olive oil. You can't use tea tree oil on its own. It may cause irritation, like it may even worsen the situation. Yeah, because it's very, very potent, it's very, very strong. So just add a little drops of about 2 to 3 drops of tea tree oil to a carrier oil, in this case either coconut oil or olive oil, to dilute the potency a little bit, and then you can apply it at the affected area to manage the situation till you see the doctor. The next one, the much expected one, like if we don't say it, then we are not treating yeast infection, is cloves. Cloves. I've done so many videos about cloves, and my most performing video is even about cloves. It's every vagina needs cloves. Yeah, like every vagina actually needs cloves. So yeah, so you can either do clove tea, you can put a few cloves in hot water and drink, it will help. So cloves contains antifungal, antibacterial, like all the antis that help to fight diseases in the body is in cloves, right? So yeah, it has antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral, like all of them. So you can, like I was saying, you can add few cloves to about 2 spoons or even 1 tablespoon of cloves to a glass of warm water, and then drink. You wait for about 20 minutes for it to infuse. When it's infused into the water, the color of the water will change to brownish, coffeeish color. So yeah, you can drink it as clove tea, or if you have cloves oil, you can either dilute it a little bit with olive oil because it's very, very potent, or you can do cloves water bath. So you can just add some amount of cloves to your water you are going to use to bath. If you are using a bucket, you can soak cloves in a smaller container for about 30 minutes in hot water, about 30 minutes, just to get it infused in the water, so you can just dilute it with your main water, and then you can rinse the affected area with it. So either the cloves oil, the cloves tea, or the cloves water bath, it works in all ways. Yeah, I think that should even be the number one because it works in all aspects. The next one, the last but one actually, is dietary change, like change in your diet. I'm not a dietitian, but I know some people, I don't know if it's true, but then there's this thing that yeast thrive on sugar, right? So making changes to your carbohydrate intake, your sugar intake, may help to reduce the chances of you getting yeast infection in the first place, or may help to reduce or get rid of yeast infection. So yeah, your diet is also one thing you should look at if you are trying to manage or get rid of yeast infection. And all too soon, the last one I want to talk about is hygiene, good hygiene practices. So I know you've heard it so many times, but it's one of the best ways to get rid of yeast infection. So You have to wear breathable underwears. You have to avoid too tight clothes or too tight underwears. And also, you have to bath, like bath. You have to. And also, avoid using scented products at the private area. No, no. The scented products are going to cause changes in the natural balance of the vagina, and we don't want that. God has made his thing, and he said this is how it should be. The vagina is not supposed to smell like scented candles, or it's not supposed to smell like it's supposed to have its own natural smell. Stop putting scented stuff at your private area because you want to improve the scent. Like, what are you improving? What are you improving? And I think I heard this from Counselor Lutras. He said the vagina is like 100 times cleaner than the mouth, so it cleans itself. Stop putting scented stuff there. Good personal hygiene. You bath, make sure you rinse there with a lot of water, and eat well, clean yourself, like take good care of yourself. And a few of the home remedies I've mentioned should be able to manage yeast infection, so until you see your doctor, or should even be able to get rid of it. But let me share a quick tip with you. If you have yeast infection, right, and you treat it, and you are still using the old underwears you were using when you had the yeast infection, probability of it coming back is very, very high. So the best thing you can do is either after treating it, you dispose of all your underwears, or you make sure you wash and dry it in the sun. Wash and dry it in the sun. And when you dry it in the sun, you don't wait for the sun to go down before. I don't know, I'm talking of those in the African countries, those who have sun, proper sun. Don't wait for the sun to go down before you take it off. Whilst the sun is very hot, you take it off and you iron it. Like, you have to iron, especially the under part. You iron it and make sure enough heat has been applied there. And I think it should be manageable. The best thing, to the best of my knowledge, is to get rid of the underwears in the first place. And when you are treating it, to make sure when you go to a hospital and they diagnose you of yeast infection and they give you medicine, it's going to probably cause you to release a lot of discharges. So you make sure you use panty liners or anything like that can line your panty whilst you are trying to treat it. And then once you are done treating it, you get rid of the panties, or you do the second method, that's dry it in the sun and iron your pants before you wear, and it should be able to get rid of yeast infection. If you've gotten yeast infection over and over and over again, and it's not going, or it goes and come back, probably you are not taking care of yourself. Also, try this and let me know in the comment section if you know anything that we all can try to get rid of yeast infection or minimize getting yeast infection, and we'll be more than happy to learn. And all too soon, we've come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel once again. My name is Palma. If you did enjoy the video up to this point, I know you liked it and you would want to watch more. So our next video, what are we going to talk about? So I have two videos prepped. I think I have early symptoms of pregnancy. The first week, like, sometimes you may take the test and it will still be negative, but you may still be pregnant. You may never know. The first week, likely the home test comes out negative, but you may still be pregnant. These are some of the early stages symptoms you may see if you are pregnant, or if you are, if you suspect you are pregnant. So yeah, that should be the next video. Or your period color and the meaning, you would have to come back to find out yourself. So, but either ways, we are doing all these two videos this week. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by the channel once again. My name is Palma, and I'm out.